Hi everyone, thanks for having me here. It's really exciting to be in Finland for a couple of days and hang around with a very diverse community of speakers. And I have to say I'm really impressed with the ecosystem over here and the event that is being hosted today. The people you know, your network, is really important for your success. It helps you access capital. If you're looking for people to build a company with, you can find them in your network, the people you know. If you need feedback, introductions to other people. It's why there are thousands of networking events every day, just like this one. It's why social media is such a big thing, and it's why there are awesome student associations. Actually, really great opportunities don't just fall from the sky. They come attached with the people you know. Just like diseases, bad things spread to people, opportunities, chances, knowledge, they all spread to the people around you. So networking is really important, but networking, to be honest, I really hate it. It can be really daunting. If you want to approach someone, how to approach them, how to not like a fool. If you finally met someone, how to stay in touch. It's kind of like going to a club and seeing a nice girl or boy you want to meet, and you get really nervous and you fuck it up by saying the wrong things, and then you wasted your opportunity to meet a certain individual. Well, actually, in the past years, I discovered that networking can actually be really easy. If you take a bit more laid-back approach and let a little bit of luck, a little bit of serendipity do the work for you. And how to get that working for you, for me, is to change to it's slides, I totally forgot that. It's actually the change from focusing on individuals in your network, getting to know individuals, to actually becoming part of communities, connecting with communities of people that you want to inspire you and you want to be part of, and actually just being part of a community and seeing what things will happen to you. And the reason why I strongly believe that is because I experienced it myself. Right now, I'm running a startup called Crowded. It's one of the best periods in my life, I guess, living the dream. We're with 6 guys, all aged 20 to 24, working full-time. We're highly successful, profitable. We don't have external investors. We're bootstrapped, so we can set our own goals and our own learning experience. Really, it's really exciting to be an entrepreneur, and it's really cool what we're doing. But I didn't just end up here. It all started 10 years ago when I started entrepreneuring and I joined Twitter. Twitter back then was still a very tiny community. I think in the Netherlands there were only a few thousand people on there, and they were all early adopters, highly successful tech entrepreneurs, and it was a really interesting way to connect with new people. And by being part of the community, I got inspired to actually build more stuff and be more entrepreneurial and see what others were doing. And on Twitter, I landed my first TED gig, and I landed my first job at a startup, just by being surrounded by opportunities and people that really inspired me. Also, there were a lot of young people of my age. The only young people on there were people that were building companies or were very talented and needed to reach out to Twitter. So I built individual connections with them. But after a while, I found out, well, maybe it's better to be in a group, so we don't need to maintain individual connections, but rather be a group as a whole and get inspired by each other. That turned out to become Young Creators, which is right now the biggest community of young, talented people in the Netherlands. Every day, hundreds of comments, discussions are being held in this group. There has been done thousands of euros of business every day between people in the community, and a lot of companies came out of this community. And for me, it worked the same way. At one of the events we organized, I met a guy called Bastiaan, and we got in touch and had a nice conversation, and a week later we founded a company called Woodify. We started selling wooden sunglasses and became really successful. In the first month we turned over 100,000 euros, and it was a really educational experience. But looking back, at that moment I wasn't really looking to start a new business. I was very busy. I wasn't looking for a co-founder, but just by being on the event and getting in touch with Bastiaan, serendipity, I happened to found Woodify. The same thing happened with Crowded. At a hackathon, I met my current co-founder Nino, and instead of hacking through the night, we had a long conversation through the night, and a few months later we found each other working in a company together. And over, looking back in my life, I never thought, I really need to connect with that certain person, or I really need an introduction from that one, or I really need to build my network to get like stronger relationships and find my new co-founder. It just happened to be at the right place, at the right time, in the right community. And just opportunities and nice experiences would come towards me. So if you look to networking and creating opportunities for yourself in that way, communities are really, really important. And let me just quickly explain you why communities are nice and good to join. So first of all, I hope that's clear. It's very, very easy to build connections in the community. You can join one without needing to talk to any person. You can join one online without having to show up to an event. And you can just look from a distance and see what's happening. And once you have a question, post it in the community, see who responds, and in that way build your network and actually gain an understanding of the market. And there are online Facebook groups, Slack communities, meetup.com is a great place to find nice spots. It's very easy to connect without actually needing to know the right persons. You can join a group as a whole. Secondly, communities are the most inspiring thing that can happen in your career. At Young Creators, we did a research, and we found out that 45% of our community didn't do any entrepreneurial activities at that moment. But by being inspired by people of their own age, seeing them building successful companies, seeing that it's possible, made 45% of this group start their own company by just being inspired and being shown around them that it's actually possible to do it. So if you're thinking about getting an entrepreneurial career right now, but you don't really know how, make sure you join a community. It can be local, it can be a student association, but just make sure you surround yourself with the best inspiration you can get to make your dream come true. And you will slowly be infused by the kind of energy and passion by the people around you. And last but not least, later on in your career, you want to be an expert in something. As an entrepreneur, you're not an expert in anything. You're a little bit good in everything. But still, you want to be known for something, so opportunities can float your way. People know you from that guy that's great at design, or great at product thinking, or that guy that has a great network. And being in a community, you can actually contribute and help other people in a very easy way and build kind of a status, or being known for that guy that's really helpful or thoughtful, and in that way make sure nice opportunities will slowly come your way. So that's the 3 great things about communities. It really changed my life, and I want to suggest you to look around, go online, go to Facebook, go to Slack communities, check out meetup.com, and especially today, connect with a lot of people, because the communities you're in can greatly, greatly impact your own success. Thank you.